Hi guys, Penny Rose Journals, how you doing? Okay, I am here to make some book page pockets. Very simple pockets, they're a double pocket. They fold around the side of a book page so that you have a book page pocket on either side. Now, these are just encyclopedia pages, they're quite sturdy, they're quite thick, glossy pages. Some of them are cut in half and some of them are singles. These ones are singles and they make this size of pocket, this smaller one. The double-sided ones, double spread ones make the larger pocket that I have there. So it's a very simple pocket to make. You just take your book page and fold it in half. That is your first step. You fold it in half lengthways. Now, once you've got it folded in half, you're going to give it a good crease. This is where it will fold around the page, so it needs to be a decent crease there. Then we're just going to take the corners and fold them inwards towards that crease. We're going to stop just shy of the crease. We don't want it right into the crease because we're going to fold that in again later and we don't want the corners in the way. So we fold it like that. I choose to glue these, you don't have to, that's entirely up to you. I like them glued down, they just stay where they're supposed to, and yeah, it just looks neat and tidy. Once we've glued those ones, we're going to flip it over to the other side and then we're going to do the same on the bottom two corners. We're going to fold them up in towards that spine there that we made, that center fold. We'll glue those as well. Then once those are glued, all we do is basically fold it in half. It's slightly off half, it's shy of half, just so that you have staggered pockets. You can make this pocket as deep or as shallow as you like, but all you do is basically line up the edges to make sure everything lines up and the crease is where it should be, and then you have your pocket. Very, very simple. You've got a pocket for 2 pages, just like that, one on either side. And yeah, very, very simple fold. So we're going to make a few of those just so that you can see what I'm doing, and then once we've made a few of those, I'll skip forward and we'll make some with the double-sided pages. Okay, we've completed a bunch of the small pockets using the single page. Now I'm just going to show you on making a double page. The only difference is, instead of folding the page from across from top to bottom, we're folding it along the middle. I'm just going to flip it 90 degrees and fold it across the middle of the book pages. So it just makes a slightly different shaped pocket, and the text runs in a different direction. So yeah, it's just larger. If you have larger paper, you could do this. You could do this with any paper you have. It's better with a rectangular piece of paper than a square piece of paper, obviously, because it just fits on a page better. If it's a square piece of paper, you're going to have a sort of wider pocket, and it might not fit on your page as nicely. So on the edges of your page, it might stretch too far into your page for your comfort, but that is entirely up to you. What paper you use. You could use any book page for this, you could use scrapbook paper, you could use anything, but it all works out the same. They're just a really quick and easy pocket, and you get a pocket on each side of a page, so sort of double your money. Now you'll notice that these papers are quite white. I actually do take these off and brush some coffee over them. In the end, ideally that's better off done before you go making pockets out of them, because the glue softens and all the rest of it, but it can be done afterwards. That's the beauty of junk journaling. If you forget to do something, go back and do it later, do something else, whatever, it doesn't matter. That's why it's a perfect craft for me. These are definitely one of my favourite pockets, I must say. Just the fact that they're so easy to make. There's nothing complicated about them, and you get a pocket for each side of the page. Yeah, I really like that. Double my money for a single session. Yeah, it's just a really simple pocket to make and quite effective. So I am going to leave you there. I've got a lot of folding to do. I'm sure you don't need to see me fold each one. This is how I spent my afternoon, folding pockets. So I have a few in my drawer now. Yeah, I'll show you what I end up with at the end. And thanks for being here. I hope you can make some handy little pockets of your own. You have yourselves a good day. I'll see you again next time. Bye.